AI Igniting Possibilities for Future Success. My name is Panagiotis Karanikas and I serve Toastmasters International, the biggest non-profit organization for public speaking and leadership, as the Division Z Director of 4 countries, Bulgaria, Cyprus, Greece, and Israel. I'm tonight's host, and I have the honor to present 3 very professional speakers, all members of Toastmasters and distinguished in their professional career. Let me share some general instructions before we proceed. Please stay muted and keep down your questions. At the end of the meeting, a Google Form link will be distributed through chat, and you will be able to send your questions and receive an answer after the end of the event. The views and opinions expressed in the speeches are solely those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any company, government, society, or other third party. Each speaker assumes full responsibility for the accuracy and completeness of the information presented in the speeches. Without further ado, let me introduce our first speaker for tonight, Tony Honzeas. Tony has over 30 years of experience in the mobile communication and IT industries, experience which includes design engineering as well as executive management positions. He holds patents in radio communication, has written several books, and his current interests include natural language processing applications in both machine learning and deep learning environments. Tony is also an accomplished concert pianist as well as a martial arts enthusiast. Please welcome on stage Tony Honzeas.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Panagiotis. I'm sharing my screen and we'll begin with my first presentation. Hold on, please. Okay, so we're going to talk about customer loyalty and how we can use AI to actually gain a better understanding of how our customers see us and then what we can do about it. Okay, this is a typical disclaimer. Basically, I do not represent any government or any individual or any company at this presentation. These are purely my own thoughts based on about 30 years of professional experience. Now, we're going to talk about basically how loyalty links to profitability, what loyalty is composed of and how we can measure it using machine learning, and what we can do to actually increase the way our customers see us, something known as the loyalty gauge. First of all, everyone knows that business continuity has to do with customer loyalty. This is not rocket science. It's hindsight, it's common sense. The problem is that when something is common sense, it can actually be doubted. Today, we have data that proves this. In other words, in Sweden, in the banking sector, as well as in some other countries, studies have been done with data which shows that we can actually measure customer loyalty and then build a model to predict profitability a year after. So we actually have linked customer loyalty to profitability. And a small increase in loyalty can actually lead to a substantial increase in profitability. Now, before we get into the actual models, one thing we have to understand, and this is based on Danny Kahneman's Nobel winning work, which has to do with the way we model the human brain, that we are basically composed of 2 systems. First is system 1, which is the initial, if you want, dinosaur type brain that we had before we evolved into something that we call human, okay, which allows rational thought. And system 2, which of course is rational thought. System 2 takes up a lot of energy. That's why system 1 is usually used more. So when you're driving, you don't really think that much. And if something comes out of the ordinary, you instinctively do whatever you do, an evasive maneuver to avoid crashing or whatever. This is system 1. It has allowed us to survive. System 2, allows for philosophical thought, of course, for advanced thought. It makes us human. Now, there's one issue with all this. First of all, those two systems are connected by an organ known as the amygdala. The amygdala is a switch. System 1 has a high bandwidth access to System 2, the higher cortex, but the higher cortex has a limited access to System 1. Why is that? Well, basically, the way we have evolved, we allow emotions to quickly take over rational thought, so that, for example, if we're contemplating the universe and a lion shows up in front of us, we immediately start running without thinking. Okay, that's called hijacking the higher cortex. The other way around is more difficult. In other words, controlling your emotions, and that can be accomplished, of course, with meditation, with a lot of training, and with Socratic thought, questioning your own thoughts and emotions. Okay, now why is that important? It's important because every piece of rational thought is influenced by emotions, and thus the weakness in game theory. Humans are not rational. They try to be, but they cannot be because they have inherent emotions that affect the way we think. And loyalty is one of those behaviors that is affected by emotions. And we have models for this. Okay, so loyalty is affected by emotions. Here are some of the emotional drivers. Okay, this is based on one emotional model known as Planchek's model. This is the model that is used by experienced designers when they make user interfaces. And you can see that the loyalty vector is composed of a number of eigenvalues. That is honesty, trust, integrity, and so forth. In other words, if we can measure honesty, trust, integrity, belonging in a particular communication, and I'll get more into that, then we can use a gauge to see the amount of loyalty that we have out of these, that is the result of these emotions, and take further steps to actually adjust our attitude towards our customer by enhancing the emotions that basically encourage loyalty and have a change in behavior. This is done not through surveys. It's not done through any kind of, let's say, numbering system. This is done typically through what is known as unstructured data, which is 80% of the data that we basically have in any company. It's text, it's voice, it's any kind of interaction that has to do with language, okay? And the way we measure this is through something known as natural language processing, machine learning, where we take this data and we incorporate it into a model that's trained. Okay, for those that basically know something about this, this is called supervised learning. And after that, we can actually predict the emotions that come out of all this data. Just to give you an example, if you have, let's say, about 30 gigabytes of data, for those that are into machine learning, and you use a model known as, what you might call it, random forest, doing a 10-fold cross-validation and 3 iterations, okay, gives you, in a 10-core processor, okay, in about 28 minutes, you get an answer that's 96% accurate. That's fantastic, by the way. 96% accuracy means that your machine learning algorithm can accurately predict the emotions of your customer based on your communication with this customer. This is Planchek's model. I'm showing you exactly the emotional loyalty vector with the eigenvalues that we're talking about. Here's an example, by the way, okay? Say that I get this message through an email. My machine learning algorithm will basically analyze it and tell me that, look, your customer is feeling joy and is feeling anticipation. This means that if your customer is feeling joy and anticipation, these are the eigenvalues of the loyalty vector. And what I can do is I can gauge the amount of loyalty I have. And this is how much loyalty my customer has. My customer is, okay, is getting there. He's pretty loyal. Okay? He's not exactly where I want him to be, but I know what to influence to get him to be more loyal. What do I influence? I'll influence these two emotions. This is one particular emotional model. There are other more advanced ones that we can translate into predictive models, into machine language, right? Another example, this is a negative statement, okay? These are actual statements that have come in different companies. I've scraped them off the internet. Look at this. The algorithm that I use has given me that the customer is not happy. He's quite sad, actually. He's angry, and he's quite disgusted at the way we're behaving. And translating that into the loyalty gauge, you can see that, well, no, it's not there. The blue is in the red. That means we're in trouble, especially if this is a strategic customer. Then we're really in trouble. Now, this is actually from Rock Band. This is after 40 years. Look at this, for those of you that are in business. Look at these values. Look at the trust. Look at the joy, and look at the anticipation. After 40 years, this Rock Band is still strong, okay? I'm not going to tell you which Rock Band it is. You can guess. Look at the loyalty gauge. We wish in the corporate world that we get there. We have a lot to learn from the entertainment business, especially from the strong players in the entertainment business, the ones that basically have gone through time without any effect. So to wrap it all up, yes, through communication, speech, whatever, we call that unstructured data, we can measure loyalty. We can see what emotional components comprise this loyalty behavior, and we can work ourselves to change the way we address our customers in order to influence the way they look at us. Because like we all know, before you change someone else's behavior, it's good that you look at your own behavior, because the way you behave influences how they behave. It's very difficult to do, but that's where we should start. And this has to do also with corporate culture and with everything else that has to do with human interaction. And of course, like I said before, anything we do has to respect privacy, and it has to be ethically correct. Okay? Thank you very much. Back to you, Panagiotis.
A huge applause for Tony. Customers' loyalty is translated into emotions. And what about interpreting, measuring, and trying to affect these emotions with the aid of this tool? Let me introduce you the second speaker for this evening, Stefanos Papadopoulos. Stefanos Papadopoulos is a seasoned professional with a bachelor's in business administration and an MBA in finance, accounting, and management. Currently thriving as a reporting data analyst at Vodafone, Stefanos leverages his expertise in Microsoft Power Query, Excel, VBA, and Power BI to streamline reporting processes and enhance efficiency, particularly in budgeting resources. With over a decade of experience as an independent accounting professional and roles in consulting and municipal finance, Stefanos demonstrates a versatile background. His commitment to excellence and expertise in financial management make him a valuable asset, seamlessly combining academic knowledge with practical skills for organizational success. Let's welcome on stage Stefanos.
Thank you very much, Panagiotis, for your introduction. Without further ado, let's proceed with my presentation. Can you see me?
Please start the presentation from the first slide. We see the end of the presentation.
Okay. Thank you, Panagiotis. My name is Stefanos Papadopoulos, as Panagiotis stated, and I'm going to speak about AI in the workplace. So let's begin. Esteemed guests and visionaries, today we delve into the transformative world of artificial intelligence, a journey from its inception as a futuristic concept to its current role as a driving force of innovation in our workplaces. Picture the evolution of AI from its rudimentary beginnings in the mid-20th century, evolving through various phases to today, where it's an integral part of our daily professional lives. AI has transcended its original boundaries, reshaping how we approach work, solve problems, and drive growth. As we explore this topic, we will see how AI is not just a tool, but a partner in redefining our work landscape. Imagine beginning your day seamlessly integrated with AI. Let's focus on Sarah, an executive who starts her morning not with the chaos of a cluttered inbox, but with a clear, organized schedule, thanks to her AI assistant like X.AI. This assistant sorts her emails, sets her daily agenda, and schedules her meetings, enabling her to dedicate more time to strategic thinking and leadership. In project management, AI tools such as Monday.com and Asana are changing the game. Take John, a project manager, who uses these platforms to manage timelines, allocate resources, and identify potential project risks through predictive analytics. This AI-driven approach allows for more efficient and effective project execution. Now, let's turn our attention to customer service and the transformative role of AI-powered chatbots. For instance, consider a retail company that employs a chatbot like LivePerson or Drift on its website. These chatbots interact with customers in real time, addressing queries, providing product recommendations, and even handling transactions. They learn from each interaction, continuously improving their ability to offer personalized and accurate responses. Furthermore, in a banking context, chatbots like Eureka from Bank of America provide financial assistance, remind users of bill payments, and give credit report updates. These AI-driven tools not only enhance the customer experience, but also streamline operations, reduce costs, and free human staff to focus on more complex queries. In creative domains, AI's partnership with human creativity is breaking new ground. Take Emily, a graphic designer at a marketing firm. By using Adobe Sensei, she leverages AI for automating routine tasks, receiving design suggestions, and predicting design trends. This frees her to focus on innovation and creativity, where human touch is irreplaceable. The role of strategic decision-making has been revolutionized by AI. Financial sectors leverage AI for deeper insights and faster decision-making. Consider IBM's Watson, used by financial analyst Tom to process vast market data, offering insights that drive investment decisions. In logistics, AI systems like UPS's Orion have transformed operations. Imagine a logistics manager, Alex, utilizing Orion to optimize delivery routes, saving costs and time. Healthcare has witnessed a similar revolution. Picture a pathologist, Dr. Lisa, using Path AI to diagnose diseases with greater accuracy and speed, significantly improving patient outcomes. In renewable energy, AI is contributing to sustainable practices. DeepMind's AI algorithms, for instance, predict wind power output, optimizing energy use and supporting the shift towards greener energy sources. AI's impact on HR and talent management is profound. Imagine a hiring manager, Rachel, using platforms like HireVue, which analyzes video interviews using AI, aiding in unbiased and efficient hiring processes. Employee engagement and performance are also enhanced by AI. Envision a team leader, David, using AI tools for sentiment analysis, gauging team morale, and tailoring leadership strategies to improve workplace culture. In training and development, AI-driven platforms offer personalized learning experience. In the realm of professional development, platforms like Coursera for Business are utilizing AI to personalize learning paths. Imagine Michael, a marketing analyst, enrolled in his company's learning program on Coursera. The AI system analyzes his previous coursework, job role, and career goals to recommend courses in advanced analytics and digital marketing strategies. This tailored approach ensures that Michael's learning directly contributes to his professional growth and aligns with the company's objectives for skill development. Another innovative application is seen in Pluralsight's SkillIQ, an AI-driven assessment tool. Michael, aspiring to enhance his technical skills, takes a SkillIQ test in software development. The AI assesses his proficiency level and identifies skill gaps. Based on his assessment, it curates a personalized learning path comprising courses in advanced programming, software architecture, and agile methodologies. This targeting learning journey enables Michael to systemically advance his skills, making him a more valuable asset to his team and organization. Innovation, particularly in R&D, is being accelerated by AI. In the pharmaceutical industry, AI expedites drug discovery, analyzing complex data to identify potential treatments. Picture a research scientist, Dr. Anita, using AI to uncover new drug formulations, drastically reducing the time from concept to clinical trials. In product design, AI's role is transformative. Autodesk's generative design software uses AI to explore thousands of design options. Imagine an engineer, Leo, utilizing this software to create sustainable and efficient product designs. As AI becomes increasingly integral to our workplaces, it is imperative that we address the accompanying ethical considerations with utmost seriousness. This involves ensuring fairness in AI algorithms to prevent biases that could unfairly influence hiring practices, performance evaluations, or customer interactions. Transparency is another cornerstone. AI's decision-making processes must be understandable and accountable, fostering trust among users. Privacy concerns are paramount, as AI systems often handle sensitive personal and business data. The future of AI in the workplace is not just about technological sophistication. It's about harmoniously blending human and machine intelligence. This symbiosis aims to enhance decision-making, creativity, and productivity, offering solutions that neither could achieve alone. Imagine an AI that not only analyzes data, but also provides insights in a way that complements human intuition and experience. A crucial aspect of this future is preparing our workforce for an AI-augmented reality. This doesn't just mean technical training, it encompasses cultivating an AI-literate culture where every employee understands the role and potential of AI in their work. Upskilling initiatives must focus on both technical competencies and soft skills like critical thinking and problem solving, which will be invaluable in a workplace where humans and AI collaborate closely. Moreover, as we advance, we must also consider the social implications of AI in the workplace, the potential for job displacement, and the need for significant shifts in job roles and skills require proactive strategies. This includes policies for workforce transitions and emphasis on lifelong learning, ensuring that our workforce remains agile and adaptable in the face of AI-driven changes. In conclusion, the advancement of AI in the workplace represents more than just a leap in technological capability. It heralds a fundamental shift in the way we approach work, creativity, and problem solving. AI is redefining the boundaries of what's possible, pushing us to rethink conventional methods and embrace more innovative, efficient ways of working. As we continue to integrate AI into our professional lives, it is crucial that we do so with a commitment to ethical responsibility. This means not only using AI to enhance efficiency and innovation, but also ensuring that its application benefits all, creating a future workplace that is equitable, inclusive, and diverse. We stand at the cusp of a new era where AI's potential is boundless. However, it is our responsibility to shape this technology in a way that aligns with our collective values and aspirations. As we forge ahead, let's commit to a future where AI empowers, enriches, and elevates our professional lives, creating a legacy of innovation, ethical integrity, and enhanced human potential. The future we're stepping into is not just AI-driven, it is human-centered, with AI as a pivotal ally in our quest for progress and excellence. Thank you for your attention.
A warm applause for Stefanos. Recruiting and training staff is a real challenge even for the HR department, but what about this tool? Without, of course, ignoring its ethical applications, can we integrate it in our professional life as suggested in the presentation? What are the dimensions of this project? And now, we are ready to welcome on stage our third and last speaker for tonight, Yannis Kanlis. Yannis is a commander in the Hellenic Navy, and he is currently serving as the head of the Navy Defense Investment Budget Department. He is a highly accomplished professional with a diverse background in finance, in defense acquisition, and leadership mentoring. He has a strong foundation in economics and an impressive academic track record, including an MBA in financial management and a Master of Science in economics, both with highest honors. He wrote his first computer virus during a computer class when he was 13 to impress his teacher. She was furious instead. He didn't use AI to write this intro, not sure about next time. Let's welcome on stage Yannis Kanlis.
Thank you, Tony and Stefanos, for your insights. Now let's prepare to embark on a thought-provoking journey. Giannis will unveil the transformative power of artificial intelligence. Through personal stories and cutting-edge insights, he will explore how AI bridges technology with humanity. Please welcome the voice of today's digital revolution.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Last week, I visited my parents in Mytilene, Lesbos Island. It was late at night, and I was studying some of John F. Kennedy's speeches and rhetorical tools. I know, sounds weird. Let's skip that part for now. Well, my mom she stays up till late talking with my sister. My sister lives in Brussels, you know, big city, big challenges. That night, though, around midnight, she knocked on my door. What's wrong, ma'am? Your sister. She's so swamped up with problems, family obligations, work responsibilities, and I think this starts to affect me. I have headaches. I cannot sleep at night. I wish I had an expert to talk about all these problems. You want to try something new, ma'am? I was playing lately with an AI bot called Psychologist GPT from Poe. You want to try it? Yanis, you know I'm not that tech savvy. Furthermore, English is not my best. Oh, no. Don't worry, ma'am. It replies in Greek as well. Needless to say, an hour later, again, knock on the door. So, this was one of the best conversations I've ever had in my life with any expert. Can I have that in my cell phone as well? These are the actual screenshots from my cell phone about my mother talking with that AI bot. Yes, she had an hour session with a Psychologist GPT. Now, think about that. What do we have here? It's not about having a conversation. It's about AI offering comfort and understanding. Now, let's stop for a moment and reflect. When was the first time you interacted with tools such as Alexa or Siri? Remember? Remember the sense of, oh my God, hello, Siri. You were excited by all these new capabilities, but also a little bit worried about what's going on here. I think our relationship with AI, it's the same like having the roller coaster experience. We are thrilled by the new responsibilities, but also cautious and worried about the unknown. Well, AI is set to transform our lives in numerous ways. To be at the forefront of this AI revolution, we must develop a symbiotic and harmonious relationship with it. However, like with any kind of new bonded relationship, we need to give and take. We need to be open and vigilant. Today, let's delve together in this true nature of AI. Now, last November, it marked a pivotal moment in the history of technology when OpenAI startup released ChatGPT. This was what Mo Gawdat called the Netscape moment. For those of you in the audience that are not very old to know what Netscape was, the internet was available back in the 80s, but we didn't have a user-friendly tool to approach and to exploit this new technology. Netscape browser changed that forever. And the way Netscape made internet available, OpenAI with ChatGPT made artificial intelligence approachable. Now, I want you to stop for a moment and think what AI did in just 6 months, for example, in a year, last year, from November till now. Only in this March, after 6 months after its release, it managed to pass 90% of the SAT tests and aced almost all medical and law exams. Well, what is going on here? Well, why did my mother really love the AI bot? You see, my mother does not want 2.5 million answers in 225 pages with a veracity between 0 and 99%. The Google output. No. What my mother really wanted was one simple answer with an accuracy between 70 and 90%, but through an iterative process, she could find the answers she was looking for, and everything can be within a conversation. Well, many thousand years ago, Prometheus gave fire to humanity. Today, AI can take the human spark and ignite it to a new mighty flame for mankind. I firmly believe that AI will impact our lives in so many dimensions, professionally and personally. It will provide new capabilities and remove obstacles and roadblocks to our reasoning. This is a map from Gartner Institution that depicts the impact of AI in our lives. And it's in 4 dimensions, in 4 quadrants. Let's begin by the upper left quadrant, the impact in our external environment as human beings and also in our jobs from the everyday interactions. Now, at the micro level, we're seeing an emergence, a creation of new products and services. And this is the front office of jobs, or how we will interact at the first place. Think about a series of financial analysts, accountants, lawyers, virtual educators. They will be available at your fingertips. Take this real case study, for example. This summer, California Fire Department, using cheap or free AI tools, managed to avert 100 wildfires before they were reported to 911. Before starting to do something, they knew where the wildfire was. Now, reflect on the potential impact of this very cheap technology in the Greek Fire Department, particularly in the light of the severe wildfire we had last year. Now, at the back office, at our internal environment, in our everyday life, AI is promising to revolutionize the back office operations. Mundane administrative tasks, you know what I'm talking about, are about to be delegated to virtual assistants, promising to eradicate tedium. And this shift towards the virtual AI assistants promise to drastically enhance our productivity and save us precious time. Everyone wants that. Consider the following research from Microsoft. Promise that AI tools will eradicate 70% of our administrative tasks. 70%. How many hours is that? And how would you leverage these tools to bypass the famous monotonous and uninteresting tasks? Let's move now on a macro level. Now, on a macro level, it will be a game-changing. It will affect in profound ways. Now, internally, it is poised to elevate our fundamental core capabilities in new products and services that we have not even imagined. Stefanos spoke a lot about all these new core capabilities that will transform the landscape, but I want to point out this example. I don't know if you're familiar with Khan Academy. It's a renowned online education platform used by almost millions or even billions of people around the world. I've used that many times. Now, Khan Academy released a virtual assistant called Kamingo. What they're doing is they will provide you with virtual assistants, but it enables you to have interactions with luminaries such as Einstein in physics or Marie Curie in chemistry. These virtual instructors in the face of Curie, Einstein, actually teach you what they have created, the scientific domains they won the Nobel Prize or they created. They are teaching you. And not only that, they can even, this is a real screenshot I took, they can even discern factual inaccuracies. Like when I asked Einstein what's his opinion about the Oppenheimer movie I watched this summer where he was playing a role. And his answer was, I was dead by the release of the movie. So are you willing to pay $5 to have this kind of experience with virtual Einstein or virtual Marie Curie or virtual Oppenheimer? Finally, on a macro level, like Stefano said earlier, it's about to revolutionize our impact with our core capabilities of our industries. Our internal processes will become unfettered by physical limitations and significantly boosting innovation and productivity. Now, an exemplary case is in the pharmaceutical industry, where a series of research showed how AI and its algorithm can expedite trial phases of the new medications. And this advancement is bringing us closer and closer and closer to find treatments for diseases such as cancer, Alzheimer, and many, many other viruses. Think about the impact. Now, as I told you, Prometheus, many, many, many thousand years ago, gave humanity fire. And humans used it for good and evil. And with great power comes great responsibility. Therefore, we must also be mindful of the risks and ethical considerations. And I want to point out three major existential problems that I believe we're going to have in the next few years. The first one is the redefinition of jobs, business, and purpose. Those in the knowledge-based work and the domains and professions should be particularly vigilant. If your work can be automated, trust me, in the next few years, you will be obsolete and you will be replaced. This is a confidential report leaked last week to a UK newspaper, Daily Telegraph, from the UK Ministry of, not Defense, Education. And in this confidential report, they try to analyze the landscape of the education in the next few years. And they try to understand which profession will be obsolete in order to change the curriculum of their educational system. Because eventually they don't want to spend and subsidize schools and curriculums that will be obsolete and will not provide something meaningful to the society. Now, write me in the text box, which professions do you believe in the next 5 years that they will be replaced by AI tools or AI chatbots, and see if you figure out which professions are highly likely to be replaced according to United Kingdom Ministry of Education. Write in the chat box professions that will be replaced by AI tools or AI chatbots. I'll give you 10 seconds to give me some inputs and see if you're in danger or not. Write a couple more professions in the chat box. Okay, okay. Write more. All right, let's see the survey, which is, remind you, highly confidential. These are the 5 most highly likely professions to be replaced, which means if you are a management consultant, ooh. If you're a psychologist, ooh. Accountant, oh boy. Let's move to the chatbots. Which professions are highly likely to be replaced by chatbots? Probably solicitors, psychologists. This is something you need to take into account from now on. Let's move now to something I read earlier today. In a series of studies from renowned economists, such as Daron Acemoglu, who will be probably the winner of the Nobel Prize in Economics, Everyone is betting on him, so probably he will be the winner in the next few years. They analyzed the landscape and they said with highly certainty that AI will be the great equalizer, which means they figure out that AI is helping tremendously low performers to increase their performance, but not that much the high performance. So the gap between high performance and low performance becoming less and less and less obvious. So welcome to an era of great, of having this kind of relationship, and the great equalizer will be here available to your industry. And let's move now to something I really, really enjoyed. Some of you might be in the legal profession. Now, lawyers need to face a critical decision, either to coexist and have this symbiotic relationship with AI, or get superseded by it. Now, this is a real case study last month from a guy who went to the court against his state for something related to construction. On one side, there were 3 attorneys representing the state, and he was represented by his laptop. And he won the case again and again and again. What's going on here? So eventually, something's changing in the legal profession. Now, I try to tease one of my very good friends who is a Toastmaster and a highly esteemed lawyer, attorney here in Greece, Natalia Yaropoulou, who is also in the audience. I tried to teach her by sending this screenshot. And she said something I wasn't expecting. She told me something enlightening, that she has already employed AI assistance in a legal battle with a German colleague. The AI had written arguments in the wooden, precise English terminology, legal terminology, translated from Greek into English. And all this process contributed to her victory. Oh, what's going on here? Now, the second point I'd like to analyze here about the risks is about what I call, what actually the cataclysm of fake news and fake in general. When it comes to truth, the waters get a little bit murky. AI is creating a whole series of fake news and deep fakes that have become warningly easy to create. As a matter of fact, I can now, by using free tools, record your voice for 2 minutes in order to have the whole spectrum of vowels and consonants. You can replicate your voice with a 99% accuracy. Think about that. It will be so difficult to know what is real from fake, and how this is gonna impact what you will read, listen, watch in the next few years. And I think I have 2 guys who agree on me.
If I were to tell you that I'm not even a human being.
If you follow this account on Instagram, you will find it, it's very funny. Well, this guy has the same voice as Morgan Freeman and the same facial expressions.
Would you believe me?
Now, an overlooked yet crucial issue we are facing here with AI is the transformation of human relationships. In today's world, direct, in-depth communication are becoming less and less and less common. The shift now is leading to a more, we feel this loneliness even more and more and more often. And I'm not just saying that. This is a great challenge, especially for men. According to surveys, 1 out of 7 men do not have a very close friend. And 1 out of 4 men do not have a confidant they call best friend. Now, this is a gap, but AI is promising to offer a cure or something to help alleviate the pain. And I want you to pay attention to this real case study. This is a real top model in OnlyFans, an adult-only platform, where she created clones of her, which has the same facial expressions, voice, face, body, everything. And it replicates itself and offers the true girlfriend experience to men for $1 per minute. And if you see, it was easy to create it, and it promises to cure loneliness. And if you haven't read the title, probably she will earn $5 million in a month in the next few months, just by offering to alleviate the pain of loneliness. Now, if I can stop the share. Now, this is where the mouse does not, okay, perfect. Now, dear friends, AI has ushered in an era of abundance of options, abundance of intelligence, as well as challenges and ethical dilemmas. Remember the story I told in the beginning about my mother? That's not just about I. It was about connection. It's about finding solutions in unexpected places. My mother was hesitant about technology, remember? But she found comfort in the AI chatbot. This moment really opened my eyes, because AI is not just a tool. It's a bridge that connects possibilities that we hadn't imagined before to solutions that we didn't know they were there. It connects generations, breaks language barrier, and sometimes offer a solution to loneliness, and offers real, empathetic, and intelligent companionship. Now, we are in a crossroads where humanity and technology converge. Let's not just passively use this technology and observe this. We need to engage, and engage in a way to shape the future of AI. And you, all of you, as end users of this technology, you need to ensure that we will use the AI in a way to augment decision-making and human creativity. And to paraphrase John F. Kennedy's famous phrase, dear fellow citizens, don't ask what AI can do for you. Ask what AI can be for you. Panayoti.
A warm applause for Yannis. Is AI the new Prometheus? Can we regard it as a harmful or a useful tool in terms of psychological support, medical treatment, or more essentially in terms of human identity and personality? With that said, I would like to thank our three speakers with a huge applause. I'm sure you learned a lot, and tonight's presentations are now valuable food for thought. We deeply thank you for being here tonight, and we encourage you to use the Google form sent on chat, the Google form link, and formulate your questions. All the speakers will be more than happy to get back to you soon. We are looking forward to seeing you in a future event, and remember, AI is not a threat. A threat is to deny that AI holds very promising possibilities for future success. Have a good night.